Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Definitely don't ever have to do that again. You're not a fan of what's going on here? Alright. Okay. Alright. Oh, shit. Definitely getting these.
Ooh. Hooly dooly.
I was going to say, were you just going to say who there? Nope, not a fan. Shut it down. Alright, fine. Whatever. We're out of here.
Done. Shit fucking sucks anyway.
Okay, let me edit all this shit real quick. Do you think we get more viewers if I set it to ASMR instead of talk shows?
Yeah, but I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people.
Or
That's not how ASMR works. We need to have a special microphone for that
I mean, I know, but like I can set it so that this records the right speaker and that records the left speaker, and then me and you are like a dual
okay.
SMR.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you know what?
Do that in your own free time.
Okay. Gaming news.
Set it to butts.
That's fine. That's enough tags. Okay. It doesn't. The video never. Oh, here it is. You are fucking blowing up, Mike.
Explosion.
Hurts to be so popular. Mike's the popular guy. People just like Mike. I mean, it's not hard to like Mike.
If I could be like M-I-K-E.
Let me get this up real quick. That's the wrong email. I need to go to this one. Close that one. Where am I at? What am I looking for? We need that. Like the 2002 movie, Like Mike? You ever watch that movie?
I did. It was the one where Bow Wow got Michael Jordan's sneakers because he threw them up on a phone line, and it gave him Michael Jordan like basketball abilities.
Like that's how the hood works. Like
that's how the hood would work. However, Michael Jackson didn't grow up in that hood, and he definitely didn't throw his sneakers up on a fucking.
Well, obviously, the movie's about Michael Jordan, like. So Michael Jackson.
Oh well.
Michael Jackson has wearing shoes with shoelaces.
Yeah, he does.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
No, he definitely wears like Louis Vuitton, like suede slip-ons.
At a certain point, sure, but as a child?
Yeah, but he's not taking Michael Jackson childhood sneakers.
I would.
Why is there still volume? What is volume coming out of right now? Yeah. Sorry. Just gonna get a little bit closer to you.
I gotta get a little closer to this plant.
I think we should just both be on, like, yeah, now we're even. Now we're even right here. Even frame. There we go. Yeah, see? Look at that. That looks... And now you can see Game & Watch.
Oh.
Got like game G-dubs being there. You get the Michael Jackson shoes, and you get the power to lean forward very far. You know, that could have went a few different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it went that way.
Yeah. Potentially a moonwalk, or but really I want the lean forward ability.
Yeah. Some don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away.
The stupid chair doesn't lean back, I can tell you that much.
That's by design. Something is definitely still playing noise. You hear this, correct?
I think I heard a smidge of a sound, but just the smidge.
I don't understand. Because?
Did you mute your laptop, or did you just mute a window?
I muted the laptop. Oh no, it was one tiny little bar up there. So now that should be gone.
The illusion is ruined. Now the people who pop in here that we're not gonna talk to will be like, where the fuck are these guys? I can tell you where they're not on that Smash wallpaper.
I'm gonna have to get clips to keep it flat. Fuck. Alright, hold on. Let me open OBS. Whoa, Mike, what? That actually just fucked with me way too much.
I don't like being a layer just floating around in space.
Let me just make this a little... There we go. Alright, now that should fix the problem here. There. Here. There. It's just ever so slightly. Just a little.
Down in front.
What?
Huh?
Can you come here for a second?
No.
Please?
No.
That's not important.
Just, well, first of all.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm going to show you something.
Why do you look like you're freezing?
I am freezing.
That doesn't make any...
Turn the heat
That
down.
does not compute.
You're wearing a sweater. We're indoors.
It's cool out there. Okay.
That's what all this money went to do that.
Oh, so many echoes. Can you just don't close the door all the way in case the cat needs to come in here? Just put... Because you're making noise.
Too much of a ruckus.
Thank you. Thanks for taking your ruckus elsewhere. Not yet, but we're streaming. Why? Why, do you need to make a lot of noise? Huh? What?
I don't know or care.
I don't know either. I'm not a doctor.
From you on.
We have 4 viewers right now, Mike, and we haven't even started the show. We haven't even started the goddamn show.
Oh. Well, doesn't get much better than this. In fact,
No.
it's going to go way downhill.
Then it's going to go downhill very quickly.
Nosedive.
Very quickly. I just gotta set a few more things properly before we get down to business, Michael.
Get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah? Of
Get
what?
the show on the road.
Oh, Mike's got sayings now. Mike's pulling out.
Humero, numero, uno. And this is the part why I started doing trivia questions.
Should we go back to trivia starting in January? Should that be like our New Year's resolution?
I don't like the idea of doing a group New Year's resolution.
Why not?
I just don't want to be involved with you in that way.
Maybe all you need, Mike, is to just be more involved with me.
No.
Where we at? Can you hear my laptop absolutely fucking chugging right now on the stream? Asking for a friend. Did you see this? Go into
Yes.
Discord. Oh my god. That is absolutely redonky donk. Oh boy. Okay, that's good at least. That is good at least. Up to 5 viewers right now. Like 5 viewers. If you're just tuning in, we haven't actually started the show yet. We're just doing some housekeeping things and getting this up to date and good to go, so we can start recording episode 122, 121, 121. Did the title of the stream not actually change? Yeah. If you are tuning in just now, you might wanna get out of here. There we go. It was just changed. At least on my end. All right here. The title changed. Perfect. Alright, I think just maybe this, can I actually do this though? This is what I need to know. Is there a way to pop the chat out into its own window? Oh, yes there is. That makes things way easier for my life right now. So I can keep this here, but get rid of it for now. Pop this down here. But why though? Oh, Jesus Christ. Chat window open, so tell me if this goes to shit. I don't know why I just mouthed that and typed it, since, yeah. That's how things run over here. I'm gonna probably kick this here. I just need to see the audio levels there. Put this here. Put that down there.
Wow, was delightful.
Like, you ready to do this thing?
No, shut up.
Well, Mike, too late, because we have begun. And it's official.
So official that all you use is a whistle?
You know it. Mike, I feel like I haven't seen you since the last episode we recorded. And that feels like a problem.
It sounds deliberate on my part, to be honest.
What have you been up to? I've missed you.
Nothing.
I mean, in a, like, platonic way. Platonic is the friend way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I missed you platonically.
Okay. I guess we're doing air quotes now.
Well, I mean, we're streaming the episode, so
Yeah.
that's a visual gag for the visual people that tune into the live show.
Nah.
People who are listening in their car, well, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. So. All right. Yeah, you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. So what are you up to? You were MIA yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Anything good going on?
No. Leon and Jessica and Jack were in town, so we went to Saucer, Gulu, Fatty.
You went to Fatty already?
Yeah, we went yesterday.
What are the cookies?
Oreo, Chocolate Disaster, Cowgirl.
What are we doing recording this shitty fucking podcast?
It's your idea.
Fuck. Alright. I have to get cookies after this, apparently. Nice. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know that, you were just like rolled up in a ball of cats somewhere. You had something fun going on.
I mean, I could do the ball of cat thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not poo-pooing rolling up in the ball of cats. I'm just saying, I didn't know what Mikey's been up to.
Mm-hmm.
I've been crazy busy just with work in general and getting my Christmas shopping completed,
Right.
which as of before we started recording this, before you got here, I have finally finished. That's record time for me.
Yep. What was that, 2 days before Christmas?
2 days before, that's record time.
Good job.
I mean, I got some of the more important things out of the way earlier, like prior to today, but today was definitely like a shit. I gotta get some things purchased. Also, I gotta figure out what these things are that I'm purchasing.
No, it'll be good too.
I guess before we get into the episode fully, so my nephew is apparently, and again, not having a child myself and not really having any other, like, I don't have like a lot of children in my life, I guess. Is that a thing that people say?
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
Well, I don't really have a lot of
No, it's too late.
children friends. I don't, like there's Liam obviously, but like outside of that, it's not like I'm like hanging out with kids all the time
Right.
or like
Weird.
buying things for kids all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So with my nephew, I feel like what he's into changes a lot drastically. I don't know if you've had this experience with like children you've had to buy gifts for in any way. So me being the uncle that I am, I know he's into Mario. But apparently, according to my mom, he's into Mario only because of me. I'm like, his Mario association is like a 1-to-1 association with me. Because when I talked to my mom, I was like, well, is he asking for anything? Is there anything he needs? Like, what's my boy looking to get right now for Christmas? Like, what is fucking Daddy Claus? That's what I call myself, Daddy Claus.
It's gross. That's why you don't have any children friends.
That's exactly. Anyways, I don't call myself Daddy Claus, but now actually might start.
This is live, This is streaming. The authorities will see.
Mike, we don't edit. There's no edits. No edits here. We let it ride. Just let it come from the hip. Shoot straight. You know what I mean? Just let it be what it is. The world needs to know what they've signed up to listen to and to see. But anyways, please start editing. First of all, frankly, I'm honored that like it's a 1-to-1 like, oh, I associate you with Mario, so like when I go to Uncle Brendan's house, it's to play Mario. But like back at the fucking homestead, it's like, what's Mario? I don't even know. But that's not 100% true. But anyways, so my mom was like, oh, he's really into Legos now. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like, Legos are cool. So, I'm like, let me go and check out what's going on with the Lego situation. And I'm like, what better place to do that than a Lego store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you assume?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever been in a Lego store before?
Like the standard Lego store in the mall?
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are few and far between, right?
I mean, granted, I probably didn't see one until later in life, but yeah, I guess they're not like.
I feel like they're not all like everywhere.
No, I think there's one in the Burlington Mall, maybe.
Okay.
And I know I've seen one somewhere else too. It's like, oh, cool Lego store.
Yeah. So I don't like. I mean, I've been inside a Lego store before, but not like. It's not like, oh, I'm at the mall. Let me hit up the Lego store.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I've been in there at one point, but never really did shop for anything because as an adult, I don't buy Legos. I just buy amiibos and other things.
Mhm.
So I'm in there and I'm like, well, what is he like? Can he build this stuff? Like he's not that old. Like, can he actually build this stuff? And I was like, well, no, he assembly row. Damn it! Oh my god, I should have went to Lego Town, Lego World, Lego
Yeah.
World,
Well, I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Legoland. It's Legoland.
You should have.
Damn it, that would have been a place to get probably the best stuff. God damn it. But anyways, so I'm in the Lego store and I'm like, Mom, like I call my mom, like, can he actually build this stuff? Like, what am I looking to buy here? Or am I buying like the Lego? There's like a Lego brand called Duplo, I think, or Duplo, where it's like thicker, bigger pieces.
That's baby stuff.
Yeah, and she's like, no, he likes real Legos. Just don't get him anything that has like, if it's like there's like ages on the front.
Yeah.
It's like if it's anything like past 6, don't get it, because it's like I'm gonna be the one that has to build it with him. I don't want to do that. So we're going, and she's like, honestly, he cares just more about the Lego, like the guys, like the Lego people, more than he does the pieces. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, there's some stuff to stick around with here. Here is the racket that is Legos, Mike. You want to buy, like, oh, he likes Ghostbusters. You want to buy Ghostbusters fucking Lego guys? No, you can't. Unless you buy the $189 fucking Ghostbuster set. So, no, you can't get any fucking Ghostbuster fucking Lego guys. Oh, you want to get some of the cool fucking Marvel? Or, like, you know what? He likes the Flash. I'm going to get him the fucking Flash fucking Lego guy? No, I can't. You know why? Because I gotta buy like the $30 fucking Lego set, which wouldn't have been a problem, which I would have bought if it didn't take me 4 other stores to find that, and I had already bought like too much money's worth of Lego stuff. So it's a fucking racket, Mike. That's how they get you.
They got you good.
So he's all about the Lego like guys. So they sell blind bags, which I know they're just fucking racket, just a racket. The government wants to start watching and investigating gambling with loot boxes in video games. Listen, you're gonna do that. Blind bags are the same fucking thing.
Right, your congressman.
Fucking pack of trading cards is the same fucking thing. I digress. I went to maybe 4. I went to a Lego store. I checked ThinkGeek. I checked Newbury Comics. Negative across the board. Only blind bags they had were Harry Potter ones. I still bought one, but he doesn't know what the fuck Harry Potter is. But maybe he'll get a cool wizard or something. And he'll be like, yeah, I got the beard guy.
Maybe. Or maybe he'll get, I'm trying to think of a good one. Shit. Oh, I can't remember his name. He died.
Oh, Grumblewald.
Whoever died in the 4th one, the one was played by fucking Edward from Twilight.
Edward from Twilight was in Harry Potter too? Double dipped?
Yeah.
What else is he in?
What's
the actor's name?
All these things I can no longer remember off the top of my head. But he was in some movie called, what was it, Water for Elephants? I think it was in that.
Mike, you are saying things I don't know.
Oh, I know you don't know. I'm just answering your question.
I want to say, is his name Edward?
No.
Okay. I don't want to say that.
No. His last name is something. Oh, this isn't gonna bother me.
Oh, it's Robert Pattinson.
There it is.
Edward Pattinson, you know?
Robert Pattinson.
His middle name is Edward. Robert E. Pattinson.
And yeah, he was a character in the Harry Potter series, and at the end of the 4th one, Goblet of Fire, he got killed by Well, didn't get killed by Voldemort. He got killed by fucking Peter Pettigrew.
Oh,
I digress.
Is it fucking Cedric Diggory?
Cedric Diggory. That's it. That's what it is.
I'm a fucking Harry Potter guy.
There you
Like,
go. There you go.
I'm a fucking Harry Potter guy. No, I didn't. I read that in the chat.
Yeah, too bad.
Come on, you think I'm gonna pull out Cedric Diggory out of my ass?
I had high hopes for you.
Did you for a second believe that I pulled out Cedric Diggory?
I could not remember if you actually watched the movies or not.
I have.
Okay.
They're okay films. I'm not a big I'm not a Potterhead, you know? I'm not a pothead. That's what you guys call yourselves, right? Potterheads?
Yeah, I don't call myself anything of the sort.
What do you call yourself? What do you as a seminal fan of the Twilight series, is there a term that you go by? Is it like Twinklers or something? Or
fun fact for your viewers, The one time I
This
read
fucking guy.
the one time I read the first maybe 3 pages of Twilight
Mike
was
is
at
such a
Brendan's
liar.
house because Brendan owned the book.
I personally did not own the book. Was it in my room? Yes. But it wasn't my book.
And who told me they watched the movie before me? Brendan.
With my mom.
Okay, a lot of excuses here, but
More than once. My mom liked the movie.
okay.
I like spending time with my mom. I didn't live at home at the time. So, you know what? Came over, we watched Twilight, and, you know. Anyways.
Mhm.
I forgot the point I was trying to make. Regardless, Lego shit is a fucking racket, Mike. It is crazy. It is absolutely insane.
So, I imagine the time crunch is what ruled out, like, the internet?
Yes. If I had known that basically, I deferred Amazon on this specific person because I figured, well, the Lego store is in the next town over. I'm sure whatever my Lego needs would be fulfilled by the Lego store.
Mm-hmm.
If I had known that was going to be an issue when I check Amazon, at least just my first go through, options were way more vast. Unfortunately, those will have to wait until if he's still into that Lego shit, you know, next birthday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's gonna get hooked the fuck up. I mean, granted, I still got him some dope shit. I had to go searching. I did find a bunch of like non-IP related blind bags that I showed you. I got a bunch of those. So I think that's what he's gonna be most excited about. What I'm gonna do, and I feel fine saying this since I don't think he or anyone who's gonna tell him is gonna listen to this episode, even if they told him.
All those little childhood friends are like, yeah, look at the Practical Roller, and I heard that we're gonna get this for Christmas.
I got like a big Lego head, like Lego storage thing. It's like a big Lego head.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna put all the blind bags in there. Then I'm gonna put it back in the box and I'm gonna wrap that.
Okay.
And then Christmas when I go over there, I'll be like, hey, you know, let's open my gift, whatever. And he's gonna hopefully go crazy just because it's a giant Lego head and he likes Lego guys.
Yeah.
And then after he like opens it, I'm gonna be like, oh, is it really heavy? Is there something in there? And then the fun starts.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Look at you. This is the most thought you've put into anything ever.
Oh, easily so doing my Christmas shopping this past week, like finishing things up, everyone that I still had to buy stuff for, every store I went to get something for another person, I ended up buying something else Lego related for him or just another gift for him.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
The best part about shopping for a little kid, it's like shopping for me.
Yeah.
Which is kind of great. It's like, oh, you know what? I wish that there was someone like me buying presents for me when I was a kid. That sounds horrible. Horrible.
It sounds... I'm sure someone thinks it's not horrible.
Not that people growing up didn't get me on-point gifts, but I feel like having someone like kind of in tune with this type of stuff, that's like cool to have someone like looking out for you. Right?
Is it possible?
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't sound like this is the case, but is it possible that maybe as a child someone like that existed for you, it's just that they were completely off base with what they thought you wanted?
I mean, I'm sure most people who like care about getting a gift for a young child in their life, this sounds really weird when you say it out loud. Like out of context, if someone just clipped out me saying, when you're shopping for a child in your life, I feel like it doesn't sound right.
It only doesn't sound right to like looking at your face and you're making those expressions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can stop doing that now.
Uh-huh. It's a thing now. Anyways, so that was pretty much how I have spent the last, on top of work, doing passing shoulder stuff, and just like trying to get some sort of anything, like just sleep, rest.
Oh, yeah?
Is that a JoJo shirt?
It is.
I'm an anime guy now, Mike.
You're not an anime guy.
I'm a huge anime guy.
Brendan, you were there when I bought this shirt.
That doesn't mean I know every shirt you own.
Yeah, but you were there and I said, oh, I do want that JoJo shirt. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you gave me the like fucking coupon and I was like,
oh, that's from ThinkGeek.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that. I don't remember JoJo. What do you think? I'm fucking. Come on. Who do you think I am, Mike?
Cedric Diggory?
Oh, that's. That's
Wow.
from Twilight. No, it's from Harry Pootzer. But what got me thinking, Mike, is this. In my travels shopping for Lego stuff, I realized that the Lego brand, obviously very powerful, very successful, has a lot of access and deals with multiple IPs that go underneath different bigger companies.
Yeah. They got that fucking Sonic Lego.
Do they have Sonic Legos, or do they have... What's Lego Dimensions? Lego Dimensions is like a whole other beast. It's not around anymore.
Not around anymore, but I mean,
also,
they were Legos.
I'm like mad. That's a whole other thing. I could have got Lego Ghostbusters if I could find anyone that sold fucking Lego Dimensions anymore. I couldn't find it anywhere.
I would have to look... I'd have to look through some boxes, but I know I got a Lego Dimensions something from Loot Crate a long time ago, but I can't remember what it was.
Was it like a guy?
It must have been like a guy, but like it was like the little like Lego Dimensions box, and it had something in it. It told me what it was. I just don't remember what it was.
I mean, you don't have to go crazy.
But it's probably under my bed.
I know they did make Lego Dimension Ghostbusters, and it would have had probably at least one Buster and maybe Slimer or something, and that would have been dope. He would have loved that. Couldn't find it anywhere. Not a thing.
Nope, they wiped them and fucking Disney Infinity off the map.
I think if Toys R Us was still a thing, maybe I'd have luck there, but like Target, no dice. I went to 3 different Targets, nothing. Lego store, not a chance. I actually don't even think when Lego Dimensions were a thing, I don't even think the Lego store sold Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing them in that store. But then again, I don't really remember much from the Lego store, other than thinking it was really weird that all the like there's like an area where all the pieces were all like loosey goosey.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't seem right for like a store that's for children. I feel like kids are gonna walk in there and stuff their tiny little hands.
No, so like here they have a lot of people walking around in that store. But here's like like aesthetically, Lego store is fucking awesome. Like you go in there, I don't know if they're all set up like this. I'm sure they're all set up similarly to this, but it's like the walls are like all the sets. And they're like separated by IP, so it's like, oh, here's a Star Wars section, here's Ninjago, here's Minecraft. I was in the store for a long time, so I know.
Where are the Bionicle?
I don't know if those are still a thing. I think Ninjago is like the thing now.
Well, they need to bring back Bionicle.
Did you watch that show?
No. I remember wanting to like do more of that. I think it was either I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch it, or I didn't have cable, and I also just thought they looked cool, and I wanted to get like a little fucking Bionicle dude.
Okay.
And I didn't.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things. Like, honestly, as a design piece, I do like Lego. Like, I like Lego. I think it looks cool. But anyways, the store set up, broken down like that. On the back wall, they just have like every color piece, and it's like you can just go in there and buy pieces. Like, you can just like. Little fucking reach in there, put a little bucket thing, like, and then they have another little like setup that's like you go up to it, and it's like you can stand on all 4 sides of it, and it's like little like things that are separated. Like here's like feet pieces, and here's chest pieces, and here's head pieces, and then there's like things they can hold. And I don't know if it's always set up this way, but it's at least set up this way now. You can just make 3 little guys, and they give you a little package. You put them together, and you just buy the 3 little guys that way. It's just like, it's cool. Like, I feel like if my nephew's still into Legos, like, in a year or two, because I feel like if I brought him, like, right now, he would just want everything and it would be a nightmare. And he's still going to want everything in a year or two, but I feel like he'd, like, understand a little bit more, like, listen, we're going to go in, we're going to make 3 dope Lego dudes, and then we're going to bounce. And not, like, let's make Lego dudes all day.
Right.
So... I just think it's cool. I like it. It's definitely like a different type of retail experience. But the point that I was trying to get to before was that they have the access to all these IPs. Obviously, every deal needs to be cut a certain way, but why haven't they made a Lego Marvel movie yet? because I feel like it would do very well. Because I'm sure the Lego Movie and Lego Batman did very well.
No, they sure did.
Is there a reason why they're like? I don't know if it's because Warner Brothers is involved. Because Warner Brothers has the Lego. They must have the Lego Movie franchise rights, and they have obviously DC rights. So I don't know if that would be stopping it, but also at the same time, if I'm fucking Yakko or Wacko, you know, the Warner Brothers, or their sister Dot, I would this is 2 episodes in a row we're talking about the Warner Brothers, by the way.
Yeah, that's whose fault is that?
Drew Carey.
Odd pull, but continue.
Cedric Diggory.
Okay.
And that's why he's fucking dead, Mike.
That's too soon.
How did he die?
I told you, Peter. So what happened was, Voldemort had set this whole thing with the Goblet of Fire. The Trials of Tournament, and it was a portkey. So when Harry and Cedric won,
spoilers, by the way.
When Harry and Cedric won the Trials of Tournament, they both touched the Goblet of Fire, which transported them to a separate location where Voldemort had planned to capture Harry to do this whole thing and create his body again, so he wouldn't be hurt by touching Harry. Cedric was there, wasn't counting on that, so he had Peter Pettigrew kill Cedric, and he was like, "Kill this bear," and then Peter was like, and then he died. And then it was a whole thing. Mad Eye Moody was actually one of the fucking doctors, and so whatever.
So how did he die?
He was killed by the killer.
By Peter Pettigrew.
Peter Pettigrew.
Okay. He was in. He was wrongfully killed.
It's not that it wrongfully killed. Like he just, they had set it up so that way Harry would win. The plan was to have Harry touch the goblet, which can only happen if he won the competition. So they had set it up so that Harry would win. He touched it and get teleported. Harry and Cedric had teamed up, sort of, and they both technically won. They both touched it. So Cedric was there. He wasn't supposed to be there. They didn't need him. They just killed him.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's why he was the bad guy. Voldemort, that is.
Wait, Cedric Diggory is Voldemort?
Yes.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, Mike, there's a lot of names being thrown around here.
Yes.
I still feel like I don't know what's going on.
The point of the story is Cedric was not supposed to be there.
Okay, but does that mean he's supposed to die?
It means that because he was there and they did not need him or want him, they just killed him off because they're bad guys. They were doing things for nefarious purposes.
Okay, all right, now that makes more sense. Okay, all right,
Yes.
got it.
Then if something's being schemed up by a guy called Lord Voldemort, it's probably bad news and you don't want to be involved.
Yes, no, I get that now. He should not be named.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't have a nose.
He does not have a nose. All that snake stuff.
Wait, he's a snake?
It's got a snake fetish. He could talk to snakes.
So he's basically Orochimaru.
Yeah.
So who's Sasuke in this scenario?
Probably Peter.
Peter Pettigrew?
Yeah.
Listen, all you fucking Sasuke tryhards out there. Now you're Peter Pettigrew fans too. Think about that. Sit on that. Gestate on that.
Oh, it would be a spoiler for you, so never mind.
For Harry Potter?
No, for not.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Save me. Save me, senpai. But anyway, I don't even know how we got to that point. But is there a reason, do you think, why we haven't gotten a Marvel Lego movie?
I don't know. And I was trying to think about it. If there was one, I just forgot. Maybe not a fucking full-blown theatrical release, but something on television or a straight to DVD.
Well, the thing that irks me is that I get it if part of it is, hey, Warner Brothers is involved, so they obviously want to push the DC licenses, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But if they're also in a position because they have deals struck with Lego where they get parts of the profit or whatever from Lego movies, wouldn't you want that fucking Spider-Man money? Wouldn't you fucking want that Avengers money?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you, like, at the end of the day, wouldn't that be what mattered more?
True. I don't know. Maybe at the time that the Lego movies were doing gangbusters, and by Lego movies, I really just mean the Lego movie starring Chris Pratt.
Did Lego Batman not do well?
No, I just mean that Lego movie came out first. This is,
Okay, yeah.
my point being is that by the time the Lego movie had come out, Marvel was already making Boku dolls as it was. They don't really need. They could, but they don't necessarily need to make any sort of deals with Lego to make a Lego property.
Well, the thing is like they already have some sort of deal struck with them in some form because there's Lego Marvel video games, tons of them, and Lego, like, licensed Lego Marvel stuff. They also have no problem working with the Big Mouse because they got plenty of Disney shit licensed on Legos, and they have plenty of fucking Star Wars shit licensed on Legos. And there might be more things I'm not thinking of or aware of, but like they definitely have, like, at least had conversations. So it's just kind of, it must be, I'd have to look it up, but it must be, as far as the Lego, like, property, as far as, it's like this. It's like how Sony has the rights for Spider-Man's movies and video games.
Right.
But they don't have anything to do with, like, toys or comic books, correct?
Their deal is struck in a certain way. I know that much.
So it could be that, like, as far as, like, Lego proper is concerned, they handle all the deals they make for Disney stuff and, like, all their, like, IP related things. But when it comes to the movies, maybe Warner Brothers is the company that has the movie rights for Lego.
Could be.
So that would be the reason why they'd be like, I'm Mr. Warner Brother. No, I don't want to continue to popularize Marvel things. Even though, again, if I'm the WB, I don't know why I just did that. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, Michigan J. Frog was not.
Whatever happened to him?
I think he was considered racially offensive, perhaps.
Really?
I think it's a bitch.
I just don't know why. Do you know why?
You know, I think he's a caricature of a certain sort of performer, like a, you know, and believe me, despite my skin color, I don't know much about fucking anything regarding my race. Yeah, I think I would have to look into it to see exactly how it's phrased, but I think that's basically what it comes down to.
So he's
like, I could have sworn Chappelle had a stand-up bit specifically about this. So maybe I'm just getting this from Chappelle.
Interesting.
But he hasn't seen me wrong before.
Now that you've mentioned Chappelle, that does sound vaguely familiar. Huh. Also, sidebar, and no one listening or watching will understand this or get it, I guess, unless they go to the Pass the Controller Instagram live story right now. See the video that I posted, but the tombstone behind Link's head, does it not look like it says Trill?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I've been staring at that for a while, and it's been just making me giggle.
Is that Hyrulean?
I mean, it's supposed to be Hyrulean or Hylian, but I don't know if it actually is Hylian.
Okay.
Even though Hylia is like, it's an actual language in the game that you can. There's no. I don't know if any of the art books that I have it like translated out, but people have done it. People have gone through the trouble of doing it. I don't think every piece of Hylian text in the game is always like things, but there are stuff that like translate out into things. Obviously, you got to be like fucking really invested to figure that out.
Oh, people do.
People do a lot of crazy things.
Bunch of fucking nerds.
So yeah, that just, it kind of, I never really thought about it. Like, it never crossed my mind up until the past 2 days, just looking for Lego stuff. Where I'm just like, why? Like, why haven't they? Like, I get it, maybe, but not really. Like, it just seems like money sitting on the table, because clearly the Marvel Lego games do well. The Star Wars ones do well. The fucking Batman, the DC ones do well. The newest game they put out from Lego was like DC Supervillains or something. Like it was a DC game. Like those all do well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And when I was in the store, I did notice that like a lot of the Marvel stuff was sold out and a lot of the DC stuff was clearanced. So I'm like, why are you not just fucking eating this money? But anyways, I will say that I didn't want to forget this story. When I was at the mall yesterday looking for stuff, when I was in Newbury Comics, I was like looking in the book section, and I won't just for cautiousness of somehow the person that I was shopping for a gift for, I won't say who, but I was looking for a book, and I was like looking through the books, whatever, and there behind me there was like, you know how it's like there's certain parts of the store that are like separated by like IP.
Yeah.
So like behind me was like a standing rack of like Rick and Morty stuff. And this like older guy, I'm assuming with his wife or something, was like, "Oh, hey Cheryl, why don't we get Mikey?" I don't know if he said Mikey. He did say Cheryl though. I don't know. Why don't we get Mikey some of that Rick and Morty stuff over there? You know, like Pickle Dude. Look at me, I'm Pickle Man. Ah, he loves that pickle guy, right? And I couldn't fucking.
He's got Rick and Morty down. He's figured it all out.
Pickle Dude. Fucking Pickle Dude.
Pickle Dude. That Pickle Dude is the name of the spirit fucking costume when you're going to spirit.
Yes.
Pickle Dude. And he's like.
He has like a yellow like fucking unibrow instead of a blue one.
Oh, my favorite.
The fucking Pickle Dude. I laughed too hard. Like it was so ridiculous. Like I wish I could have somehow known to record that interaction.
And that's why you need to have your cameras running 24/7.
Listen, I'm a big advocate for chest cams, you know?
And I really want Google Glass to succeed.
I always wanted that to succeed too, Mike. I always did. Always. But now that we've talked about Christmas shopping for far too long, what have you been playing, Mike?
Not much. Smash. I booted up. I mean, I've done very little Overwatch, and so I'm missing out on a lot of loot boxes.
Even with the event going on?
Even with the event going on.
What is is just May's Snowball fight back?
And the Yeti Hunt.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
Both of them back.
But nothing else new as far as like event stuff.
Right.
Okay.
I
haven't even looked at the skins just because I don't have an Xbox. It's making me so sad.
Yeah, they snowed up Blizzard World. Did you see about the bug that was happening with you? Of course you wouldn't. Oh, it's too bad. I didn't get a chance to like see it myself. They fixed it before, but basically there was a bug going on. I don't know how many maps was happening, but I know Blizzard World was at least one of them.
Okay.
So they had to basically shut it off and some other things. There was a bug that caused Blizzard World to queue up as a King of the Hill map. So what ended up happening is that one team, I think probably the attackers, would end up in like their normal spawn room and, get to the point, and the other team was stuck in, I forget.
The final spawn point?
Not the final spawn point, but like a different, I forget. It's like the second maybe spawn point for attackers or defenders. It doesn't matter. The point is, because the map isn't really a King of the Hill map, the doors would not open. So the people were stuck in there, and you can't get out.
Would that happen in competitive too?
I don't know.
Oof.
I think it might have only been an arcade.
Okay.
But yeah, they could not get out, and then the map itself, or like the point itself, would take forever to actually capture, and even when it captures, it doesn't actually bring the payload out.
Okay.
So the payload wouldn't move, and then some other weird stuff would happen. The game could not end unless you guys left, because even if the attackers, whoever was captured it, like it wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And the people in the spawn room can't kill each other, can't kill themselves, and they can't get out, so they get booted for inactivity.
Jesus. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Did they fix it already? They
I
had
think
to.
they fixed it because
Okay.
I played a little bit and the match will turn back on. I'll show you a video of it.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely curious to see that. Fuck, man, I miss Overwatch so much.
Yeah, so anyway, I barely did that, and then I turned on Beat Saber today just because you had mentioned they added music. And they added 2 songs.
Oh, they did? Okay.
It was 2 songs because I know there's another song that popped up there that I never played before. I also realized I could have sworn I played through everything on expert, but no, I think I played through everything on hard, and then a few of them I did on expert.
I was gonna say, because I thought you said before that you beat everything on expert, and I was like blown away.
Yeah, no, I could have sworn it was, but no, I think what happened was I was playing on either easy or normal for everything, and then I got to a point where I could do everything on hard and at least beat it.
Yeah.
And then there was a few that I must have done on expert, because I think I saw some expert like grades for me.
What's your favorite song right now?
I think I was a big fan of I Need You and Rum and Bass. Is that one?
Yeah, Rum and Bass is
Like the
it's
Pirates.
Like, yeah, it's like a pirate one. Okay.
And I think there was another one too that I liked, but I can't remember what it is.
So I haven't really been able to sink into Beat Saber yet. Like, the only times that I've played it were the time you brought it over the first time, and then one other time briefly, just to, like, test it out. It wasn't until yesterday that I got to actually, like, have some fucking peace of mind and, like, you know what, I'm gonna dig into this. And I, on one of the podcasts I listened to from Kind of Funny, Greg Miller had said that he has been getting up most days in the morning and, like, starting his day off by playing Beat Saber for a little bit, and he feels great. And I think I'm going to try to put in about 45 to an hour of Beat Saber a day, just because it's just you move a lot.
You do.
And, like, do you put the earphones in, Mike? Because if you haven't been,
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
you need to. Okay. So last night, got home, still had some time to kill. Jen was at her parents' house for a little bit, so I was like, all right, you know what, like, it's been a long fucking week. It's been a long fucking December. It's been a long November. I can finally sink some time into this. I'm gonna clear everything out of the room. I'm gonna fucking play some fucking Beat Saber. Knowing that they also added that song, even though I had no ties to that League of Legends thing before.
It was a good video.
I've seen, like, GIFs of the video of, like, people like, oh, like, this is whatever. Like, it looks cool. I just said I don't know anything about it. But anyways, being able to sync it. And granted, I got home and I was gonna play Beat Saber for like an hour. I talked to Todd. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna play some Beat Saber for a bit, and then I'll hop on Smash. I disappeared. I went into this virtual space, Mike, and I came out a different person.
You don't seem very different.
I feel very different. I played for like 3 hours straight. Didn't feel like some people. I don't know. I've heard some people say like they feel weird after using VR, and I get that can be like a personal thing just in general. But like, didn't feel fucking like discombobulated at all. I was like sweating a lot. Like it was a good workout, and I felt like absolutely incredible after. I felt energized even though I was exhausted. Like my arms are kind of sore today, but part of it is because not only was I like just like getting into it, but like that League of Legends song is phenomenal, and I played it too many times. Have you played it yet?
I played it, but I haven't beaten it yet because I was working when I started playing today. Like I started playing the game, I was working under the impression that I had gotten to a point that I could do things on expert. So I kept trying to play on expert.
Expert's very difficult.
And I got, I'd probably get to the chorus before it would fuck me up.
The first course?
The first chorus. So like, I remember like the fucking big obstacle comes up above you, and then you kind of have to go like this a bit. I think that's, or actually no, you have to go like that.
Yeah, it flips back and forth every time on the course.
So I think I was losing. Like sometimes I get past that, but just barely.
So play it on a lower difficulty just so you can play through the song because it's a fucking jam. It's also way longer than I think it's the longest song in the game. I think some of the songs are kind of short.
A lot of songs are probably like 2.5 minutes. I think.
See, that's another thing that's so great about this. You get into it. It like some of the songs to me feel like they're 30 seconds long.
Some of the songs, I think. One second. Yeah, some of the songs I think are different when you play them at different difficulties. Like I feel like I played a song on a certain difficulty, and then I played it at a higher difficulty, and like the song sounded like they added stuff to the song.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I've only played I play on hard or expert. I don't play on lower than that. Now, at the point I'm at now, I played a lot yesterday. Yeah. I don't know if it's called I'm a Legend or whatever.
I'm a living legend.
That is my other jam. Like it's the fucking League of Legends song, and it's that. Like I get so into it that I'm dancing while I'm fucking it's so I can't even explain. I can't. It's so hard to tell. I feel like it's so hard to explain how the game works. It just works. And prior to last night's adventure in that game, because it was a fucking adventure, prior to that, I haven't been able to really speak on the merits of this game. I've been yeah, it's cool. It's definitely a highlight of PSVR and VR in general. But now that I had to sink some hours into this game, it's legitimately at least a top 10 year of this game of this year. In a year with a bunch of amazing games, this is unless it came out on Oculus prior to this year, which I don't know if it did.
I don't. I only heard about the game fairly recently, maybe a few months before it came to PSVR.
Okay. Regardless, it has jumped up this year as a top game for me. It is incredible. I hope they continue to support it on console and add more songs. Yeah. But my God, it's just if you have PSVR and don't have this game, you're missing out. You need to buy this game, hands down. That League of Legends song,
I was talking
Jesus,
to...
I just flew over there.
I was talking to somebody the other day, because we were talking about, Switch sales and, what the other consoles have to do to, kind of, not really compete, but I guess, what do they plan to do?
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying, they'll probably have to at least incorporate VR into the base console of the next PlayStation or Xbox. But I feel like they should probably not require it like Move Controls did, but maybe make it so that way you can advertise it as, hey, this system lets you do this thing out of the box, but it would also need a game to go with that, something that would get people oh, cool, VR. Beat Saber will probably be that game, or something better. But
Beat Saber could 100% be the Wii Sports of VR.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is that unless that tech becomes cheaper,
it would have, like I was saying, the only way for it to work is if you could bundle it into a sub $500 console. I just don't think that would happen. Only because simply because I feel like maybe not with Nintendo, but at least with Microsoft and Sony, I'm almost pretty sure that whenever the next console generation starts, they're pretty much selling the initial consoles at a loss. Yeah.
So bundling that in with VR, I don't know. It's tough.
It's tough. I don't know if it's doable. I'm saying, but if
VR tech, it would have to be years from now. VR tech, it would have to be. I doubt they could pull that off with PS5, Xbox next.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be PS6. Would be the earliest, I would say. And even then, I don't know. It's tough. That's not to mention. I feel like
because we're hitting I would say a graphics plateau. What outside of exclusives, what are these consoles really going to tout?
Well, so that's the other weird thing that I like. If we are really going to get a successor to PS4 and a successor to Xbox One X
Mm-hmm.
in the next 2 years, what are they giving us? Because like the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X are like crazy. Like the Xbox One X is obviously the most powerful console out,
Yeah.
but I don't know what they would be able to bring to the table graphically, like you just said. Performance-wise, yeah, maybe they could fucking add a few more teraflops or whatever and make it run better, but what is that actually bringing to the table?
I don't know.
Which I think that's why I think it's weird that we're all of a sudden getting these successors. I don't know what they're going to actually be. If anything, like, I guess I don't know. The next few years of gaming are very uncertain to me. We're supposed to get a new Switch next year, whatever that could mean. That could be slimmer model, bigger screen, longer battery. Like that could mean a bunch of things. Is it going to be a more powerful console that has like Switch Plus games that only you can, you know what I mean? Like only if you have Switch Plus can you play Switch Plus games or something. Like there's going to be that whole thing, and then when it comes to PS5 and the next Xbox, I could not tell you what their plan is, especially because I feel like the Xbox One X is such a great console, and the PS4 Pro is also probably really great. How greater are you making the next console that if you're an X or PS4 Pro owner, why would you switch up?
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see where they go from there. On the VR side of things, though, I'd have to try to pull up. I don't know if they actually released the sales on PSVR, but I know it's a very small percentage of people that have PSVR. I don't know if like Oculus and Vive sales are out there for people to look at, but I think they kind of fall in the 3D, maybe more successful than 3D, but I felt like 3D was a big push for a long time, and then it kind of got like kind of ruled as a fad at this point.
I have one 3D DVD. One.
But you don't even have a 3D TV, do you?
I don't, but I was trying to get the first Avengers on Blu-ray, and it was bundled with it.
I getcha. So they don't still make 3D movies anymore, right?
I don't think they make 3D movies. I don't think they make 3D TVs. I don't think they make. I imagine there's some sort of DVD player that would also play 3D. I'm sure
Did it have to be a separate Blu-ray player?
I don't remember that much for certain, but yeah, I don't believe they make the TVs anymore.
I'm so happy I never bought a 3D TV. I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be pissed.
Oh yeah.
Because those were fucking expensive.
I'm not surprised.
And I feel like, do they still make blockbusters in 3D? Because I feel like a lot of the times when we go to see the movies, even when we go to see IMAX, it's not in 3D.
I can't think of any. To be fair, I think I deliberately avoid watching in 3D at this point. Like I think if I were to look, I could see 3D showings, but I don't think they're pushing them as hard as they used to.
Yeah. So I feel like VR, and I don't think it's a 1-to-1, and I don't think it's a fair comparison, but I feel like to some people VR is 3D. So I don't even know if pushing like the console to be bundled together with VR would. I mean, not for nothing, that would be the way to really expand the install base. That would be a huge way to do that, but it would just have to be an expensive bundle.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. If PlayStation was smart, whatever the PS5 is, they should really not make too many advancements right away to PSVR, and they should just make PSVR be able to be run on both platforms, at least in its infancy. That way, like, you can still keep pushing PSVR, hopefully get new people on board, and then a couple years down the line, you want to release a new model with better tech, cool, do that then, so that when you have all these people that hopefully like what's going on, they'll now upgrade and more people will jump on board. Because that's the other thing, with such a small install base, you have to take into account that all these developers are riding on such a small core audience that, like, if they don't get strong sales off of that core audience, what are they gonna do? You know what I mean? So you almost have to unless you're like a AAA studio that's either like Batman VR. Obviously, Rocksteady, Warner Brothers Games, is doing other things. You know what I mean? But if you're someone like, why can I not think of the developers of Moss? But if you're someone that's like making a game like Moss or Beat Saber, like that needs to be successful, or you can't pay your bills anymore. You can't pay your employees. You can't function as a company anymore. So it gets really dicey trying to wade those waters. And if they decided to make, the next version of PSVR incompatible with previous stuff on the new platform, that is like, you're going to segment that audience very quickly. Especially because I wouldn't be surprised if out of the gate next generation, depending on what next generation actually looks like, I think Xbox is going to have a very strong start to the next generation, simply because of all of these studio acquisitions. They're probably going to have games lined up to launch with the launch of that platform. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Halo Infinite was a launch title for the next Xbox. I wouldn't be surprised if something from Rare was ready to go. Maybe a Banjo, maybe something else. Plus any of the other devs that they've acquired over the past 2 years or so. But before we get into the final strokes here of this episode, Mike, this episode of the Pass the Controller podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area on a Friday or Saturday night from 7 to 11, make sure to head on down to Higginson Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and educate yourself on these tasty, tasty treats. This episode of the Pass the Control podcast is also sponsored by Beard Brand. Beard Brand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. They formulate their products to work with your body's natural chemistry rather than to disguise or change it. Many competing products are formulated to address a man's insecurities rather than help them embrace their own awesomeness. And Mike, Beard Brand thinks you're awesome. And their products are designed to help you be the man you want to be. Right now, our listeners of the Pass the Controller podcast can head over to beardbrand.com and get a free sample of sea salt spray added to your order automatically. It'll be the best decision you've made all day. And if you're looking for suggestions on what to snag for yourself, I personally use the beard oil and the utility balm. 4 Vices is my smell of choice, but please don't have to smell like me unless you want to. But yeah, that's what are you smirking at over there? What did you get the smirks for?
Oh no, that was me shaking my head to you saying "smell like you." Like don't want to smell like Brenden.
What's wrong? Todd just texted me and saying you want to smash, bro. Come on, let's be real for a second, Mike. Let's hit Todd with what's really going down. All right. Anyways, we're on a podcast here. Mike, before we wrap things up here.
No, we can just wrap things up. It's fine.
The second to last episode of 2018. The second to last episode.
You gonna do another one of these?
Are you not read the text messages at all?
No, typically I don't.
We have one more next week, and it's the Game of the Year episode.
Oh.
Everyone's gonna be here. Everyone is here, Mike. Everyone is here.
Yeah, I know. I sent that picture.
Joe's coming. Dom's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Todd's coming. Mike can't be here, I guess. Mike's ghost will represent. But that'll be next week. We'll be recording, hopefully live. Hopefully we can get this running with all of us in this room. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll figure it out. And we will be doing our Game of the Year episode. And it's not going to be, this Pass the Controller officially awards Game of the Year 2. We're going to do it a different way. But we'll talk about that, obviously, on that episode and not right now. Before we wrap things up, though, Mike, I do want to do a little user, fan, community question. This week's question, Michael, comes from Death Bruiser
Uh,
in our Discord, which you can join by heading over to twitter.com/PassController and going to our pinned tweet. Click on that Discord link. But he asks, I'm 5 episodes behind on the podcast episodes.
that's not a question.
Nope.
That's a statement.
Well, that's the precursor to the
Okay.
question. Should I be banished to the Shadow Realm?
I mean, you would have to, challenge Brenden to a duel.
Why me?
I don't
Am
know.
I the keeper of this gate?
Yep. It's your thing, so you gotta duel him.
Okay, that's fine. Build your deck. I'll give you some time to get it ready. But no, he did say that. But the real question that he asked, which is a very long question, and I probably should have screened it first, but I'm gonna read it word for word. We're gonna see where it goes.
Great.
Death Bruiser asked, "How do you feel about the news that a $1.99 a month Shonen Jump, I definitely should have pre-read this, is doing a Netflix-like digital vault with almost all their back issues, over 10,000 chapters of manga, and in addition to that, you can read the latest 3 chapters for free simulpub with Japan? Question mark. You hyped for it or indifferent?" Before you answer, Mike, this also is a dual segment. Mike's in a minute. Welcome to Mike's in a minute. I really should have had a background change for this that was like Mike's in a minute. It would have been fucking dope. Next time. First time with the new setup, we're learning here.
Anyway, I was vaguely aware of what Viz is doing, and it's cool. I'll probably sign up for it if I remember to do it. I've known about it for a while, but I keep forgetting to sign up. On a side note, I used to be subscribed to Shonen Jump in that capacity, and I don't know when it stopped. It might have been that my card got canceled and I forgot to update it. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not using it. But they used to, per my subscription, they would send me a Yu-Gi-Oh card, once a year, I think.
Was it ever a good card?
They were holographic. I got a fucking Red Eyes Black Dragon and some other weird shit. I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna put this in my deck. Boop, boop, boop. And they're not doing that anymore, but I'm kind of sad that I let it lapse because I could have just got a bunch of cool cards.
Yeah. Do you, side note, completely unrelated to this, but kind of related to what you just said, did you ever buy that Yu-Gi-Oh legendary deck thing box set?
I think you were there when I bought it.
I wasn't sure if you actually bought it. I couldn't remember.
If I recall correctly, I forget where we were, but I feel like I had been drinking prior to us going to Target, and I was like, I should probably buy this shit.
Did you actually buy it?
I did
Okay.
buy it.
I don't know if it's the same one or a similar box is on clearance.
I have a box, and I think it came with three character decks, if I recall correctly. It was
So what we should do is do a fucking stream of me versus you. Pick a deck.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was it might have been Yugi's, Kaiba's, and a different Yugi deck. I forget. But I bought it mainly because it did come with Exodia, and it did come with the Egyptian God cards. That was the real reason I bought them.
Okay. I do remember that, actually, you saying that was part of the reason why you bought it was for the Egyptian God cards.
But anyway, yeah, this thing is cool. I'm not super... he brings it up just because I'm still reading My Hero Academia, and I'm just kind of reading it per volume because, unimportant to anything, I was just kind of using it, A, because I like the series, B, because I need to kill time between releases of a different manga, all this and that. So I finished it, but I know there's a bunch of stuff that's happened after the volume I just finished.
Yeah.
And if I sign up for this thing, I can read all the back issue stuff and then fucking read the simul release with Japan because that's what we do now.
Yeah. Is it its own app? What is the service? Is it you download the Shonen Jump app or something?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Could you do it through some other comic book app or no?
No, I don't think so. No one else has that back issue stuff. For instance, I have My Hero Academia volumes on Google Play Books, and the most recent volume I have on Comixology for some reason. I forget why I bought it there. But they wouldn't be able to get the individual chapters. Basically, what Shonen Jump is doing is you can read the individual chapters like that aren't actually bound into a volume.
Okay. All right. Is this service already available?
I don't remember. It's either just started or it's going to start soon.
If I was looking to get into manga and or anime,
Yeah.
would you recommend getting into like a Crunchyroll type service and watching some stuff, or getting into this and reading some stuff?
Well, do you want to read stuff or do you want to watch stuff?
I don't know, Mike. I'm a man of both visual and I guess also visual stimulation.
Great.
Since they both require your eyes.
I don't remember if Crunchyroll has dubs. So for you personally, I don't know what you should do. Crunchyroll might have dubs. And I mean, Crunchyroll you can do for free. Kind of, sort of.
Which is with ads. Like commercials.
With ads, but there are certain things that I don't think you can watch. Or, I forget. There's some stuff might be behind a paywall.
Okay. I'm intrigued by the service. $2 a month is nothing too to get access to all that type of content. That's kind of crazy.
I'll drop $24 on it right now.
Yeah, that's like.
It's just I keep forgetting. I think I essentially want to sign into my old account and just reactivate as opposed to signing up again.
Yeah. Todd's talking a lot of shit right now in via text. Just like, look at this. He's sending me this and this. Like, cool, you're beating some randos online with Luigi. You'll get actually bodied later. Death Grooves are actually coming in with a third question, which ties in again to Michael's in a minute. With DBS DBS? Oh, Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Broly or Broly?
Broly.
Broly set to bring both Broly and Gogeta into the Dragon Ball canon. Are there any non-canon Dragon Ball characters you'd like to see get the same treatment? Personally, I'd love to see them bring Pikkon into the canon of Dragon Ball. Mike?
Oh, we all want Garlic Jr. back, right? That's the consensus.
Is he not canon? Because he was a movie.
It was a movie, and he was fucking trash. No one wants Garlic Jr.
What are the other options for non-canon players in the game here?
There's a bunch of androids, probably. But I don't really care about the androids.
The Shonen Jump service started on December 17th, according to Death Bruiser.
Great. I'll sign up for it now. Yeah, a couple of the androids. Let me see what was some other stuff. I think GT stuff is still in the air. I'm not really sure what the status of that stuff is. Pycon's a good choice, though.
Who is he? Would I be familiar with that character? What is he from?
After the Cell games and Goku is dead, Goku gets involved in a tournament in the afterlife, and Pycon's like this green dude that looks sort of like a Namekian, but is not.
So he's from a filler arc.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So these are people from either movies or filler arcs.
Yes.
I gotcha. I'm not like, I don't know. I can't pull someone off the top of my head. Is Driver License Piccolo?
That is not canon, but I don't know what you plan to.
I just want him to be like, give me that like costume ult in Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I just want him to be in canon, just show up and just flash his driver's license and walk away.
Yeah, I just want the other Saiyans to know that he can drive a car legally in the state of
I don't
Dragon Ball
remember
India.
if Turtles is canon or not. He probably isn't. There's like another Saiyan that looks like Goku who's not his father. It's somebody else. And I think his name is Turtles.
Turtle.
Yeah.
My turtles.
Yeah, that's what he says sometimes.
Yeah, it's it's their version of Torturn.
I don't know if I really care for him to be in canon or not, but I don't know, whatever.
Have these characters, and I'm sure they have, they must have some of these non-show canon people, or I guess non-manga canon people, showed up in like any of the video games, like Budokai? They must have.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Gogeta definitely has, because he's just fucking fusion dance bullshit.
Wait, Fusion Dance isn't canon?
Fusion Dance is canon, but Goku and Vegeta haven't done it in canon. They'd use the Potara rings to become Vegito.
Do I need to watch Dragon Ball Super?
It's entertaining. It's got its moments.
I saw a tweet the other day that said something like, with what's going on with Goku right now in Super, I hope this like gets the people who are standing for Goku to be in Smash to stop. What's going on in Super?
Because what ends up happening in Super, and like to be fair, yeah, it was fucking bullshit, and like I hated Goku. I'm like, Goku, you fucking suck.
But do you hate Goku normally?
I mean, he's whatever. And, like, he's not like my favorite character in the show. But
Okay.
it's whatever. So basically, there ends up you find out in Dragon Ball Super that there's like 13 different universes, and there's like a grand god that kind of governs over all 13. Is it 13? Yeah, it should be 13. And
So we're getting an Enter the Dragonverse movie, is what you're saying?
let me finish.
Okay. Oh god.
There is universes, and Goku previously Universe 7, which is where Goku's from, and Universe 6 had like a martial arts tournament where like they took their top fighters from each and they had a little tournament. The grand fucking guy saw it and was like, oh, this is cool. And Goku's like, yeah, we should do this again, huh? I want to fight people from all the universes. So the fucking grand god like fucking rings them all up. He's like, hey, listen guys, we're gonna do this shit. We're gonna have a big old martial arts tournament. Not all 13 universes. Some of them got exempt, but like you 8 universes are gonna fight it out, battle royale style, and last universe standing wins. It's like, oh, what do you win? It's like, well, they get to make a wish on like the Super Dragon Balls, and also they don't get destroyed because I'm destroying all the losers. So essentially, Goku helped this guy come up with the idea. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna erase all the universes that lose, and Goku's like, yeah, I still want to fight people. It would be great to fucking challenge myself.
Fucking Goku.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Looks like we have some breaking news, Mike.
Breaking!
According to Shonen Jump Twitter, Toriyama has confirmed he's working on the next Dragon Ball Super movie.
Alright.
Has he always been involved in everything? Was he not involved in GT?
Was not involved in GT.
But everything else, including movies too?
I don't remember that much. GT was... Actually, he might even... I forget who was involved in GT, but I feel like GT was created and he didn't really want to make it. So he either wasn't involved or he was involved begrudgingly or in like a limited role. But yeah, he's fully on board with this whole Dragon Ball Super stuff. Create some original characters for Jump Force.
I love his artwork. His artwork's amazing.
So he out there.
This is topical. It's kind of to what we're talking about here, and probably the last thing we're going to wrap things up here with.
Great.
So, I know I texted Joe late last night, after hours of Beat Saber, telling him that there was some new Smash rumors. Kind of. Did I also text that to you?
I feel like I saw a text of that caliber, but you did not elaborate on it.
Okay, I didn't elaborate with him either. I texted that to pretty much everyone separately, I think, and no one was awake, or no one responded. So I was like,
I didn't respond. I might have been awake. I was like, what do you want me to say?
well, I just didn't want to like send a flurry of text if you weren't awake. That's why I mentioned it to everyone. Like, listen, if you want to talk about this, I'm awake, and I really want to talk about this, but don't feel obligated to text me back. This was 1:30 or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, so this I know we've talked about. I'm sorry. Either the lighting in here is doing this, or it looked like from the angle of the lighting and how I'm looking at this Mario, and it still looks this way. This Mario amiibo. It looks like he doesn't. But from the angle it's at with the lighting, it looks like he has a huge butt crack. Like it's like skin tight butt crack on this amiibo. But it's not. It's just the lighting looked weird. It caught my eye and I was like, Mario's got that fucking donk real quick.
That's what I call you, Don City.
He's not wrong though. But basically, I know I told you, or I think I mentioned to everyone, about the rumors of the next DLC fighter is most likely, according to these rumors, going to be Edric from Dragon Quest. Smash getting a Dragon Quest rep doesn't surprise me. It definitely seems like something that could and should and would happen.
Right.
But basically, to kind of give backstory on the leak itself, the person who is leaking the information on Edric also leaked Joker when no one else was talking about Joker, and he leaked it all correct. He leaked like all the stuff about Joker being announced as the first DLC fighter, like his level's gonna be Memento, and like this is his moveset, and this, and the people that did see it didn't take much because why the fuck would that be the character, and whatever. But what gave that person credence after the fact was that in the same leak, they had also mentioned that Atlas or Arc System Works. Atlas, I think, was working on another fighting game called like Grand. It's based on another anime, I think, Grand Blue or something.
Grand Order?
No, I don't know. I don't remember what the name of the game was. But they basically also in that leak said part of the reason why they're adding Joker is that they want Persona to become a bigger series in the West, and they think they can do that with Smash. So they're gonna promote, which hasn't been announced yet, but they're gonna use this to promote a Persona 5 port to Switch, a new Persona fighting game, and some other Persona game. So like all of this stuff is gonna help hopefully push Persona as a bigger franchise in the West, which would make sense. I mean, Smash definitely has that power. It definitely helped make Fire Emblem and Earthbound bigger series in the West, or at least more like. Well, Fire Emblem, because it still has games, yes, made it a much bigger series, but it helped really kind of start this whole. There were always people that cared about Mother of 3 getting ported here, and cared about Earthbound in general, and cared about Earthbound 64 never came out, and all this stuff, blah, blah. There's definitely those people that still exist, and they existed before, but Smash definitely brought heightened, like, focus on that series, and, like, why don't they make more games, and why didn't we ever get Mother 3, and all this stuff. Anyways, Smash definitely has that power. And this Smash in particular, where in 11 days in the US only, it's the fastest selling Switch game. It sold over 3 million copies in the US, which is the best for Smash as a series, the best for the Switch in general, and some other record. Like, Smash is doing extremely well. In the same time frame in Japan, it also destroyed the previous benchmark. I think it did like 1.5 million in Japan first week or something, and I think the second best sold in the first week was Smash 3DS, and it was only like 900,000. So 1.5 is a lot. Anyways, so Smash as a series, for those reasons, makes sense to bring more height and awareness to certain franchises, certain characters. But what gives this leaker some sort of credence is that he mentioned all that stuff, but he mentioned that game that was being made by Atlas or Arc System Works, I forget, and that game wasn't announced. And then, like a week after the Game Awards, that game got announced. So now everyone's like, whoa, like let's read everything that this guy said, because clearly he does know something, because it was such a far-fetched thing for someone to predict out of nowhere. Like, it's not like I said, like, hey, a new Zelda game's coming out. Like, yeah, at some point a new Zelda game will come out, but this is like a very random thing. Actually, in his thing, it says Atlas was supposed to be doing all the stuff with Joker to push the new Persona game, but the new Persona fighting game, but the Persona fighting game is getting pushed until next year because of this game. So, like, they clearly have some sort of information coming from somewhere. So in that same leak, they had mentioned that Edric from Dragon Quest will be making it into Smash. They kind of listed some of his moves and I think maybe a level, and said that there'll be a male and female version, so they'll have multiple costumes and male and female swap. Last night there was a presentation in Japan for Dragon Quest 11, which is the newest title that's right now only on PS4. It might be on PC, I'm not sure. But right now only on PS4. Earlier this year, at some point, it was mentioned like they're gonna bring it to Switch, but that keeps getting pushed and port, like whatever. This presentation was about the Switch port. It's built from the ground up. It's gonna be this like, same game, but like built specifically for the Switch. It's called like Dragon Quest 11S or something. It's coming in 2019. No set date. Okay, if it's coming and they're making all this hype about it. All right, I mean, it would make sense for them to time a fucking character reveal around that somewhere. The internet is going to be fucking weird to navigate the next 2 weeks because the first week of January, we're supposed to get a very special Dragon Quest presentation. A Dragon Quest Direct. So, people are already starting to be like, oh shit, we're about to get fucking Edric. So... I don't know if they would announce that, like, I don't know if they would reveal the next character that quickly, especially because I don't expect the rollout of these characters to be in quick succession.
Yeah.
It's 5 characters, right? Not including Piranha Plant?
5, not including Piranha Plant.
And it's supposed to go until 2020?
I forget if they gave us a year like that, but maybe.
They did. They said February either 2019 or 2020. So... My guess is that we're going to get 3 this year, which 1 would include Piranha Plant. Next year, we're going to get 2. And then February of 2020, we'll get the final character. That would be my guess.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So we'll get Piranha Plant probably this February. Then we'll probably get Joker around April or May. And then we'll probably get the 3rd character, or 2nd if you're not including Piranha Plant, sometime in the fall or winter, holiday time. Probably a date that works into like where can we push holiday sales of Smash and DLC pack. That will be when we get the 3rd character. And then same thing for the year after, and then end it in February. That would be my guess. And if we're getting a Dragon Quest XI Switch port for next year, and Edric is actually a character, it's probably going to be timed with that, I would assume. So, really interesting stuff. I'm expecting it to be absolutely fucking bonkers on the internet the next couple days, week and a half, or whatever. Whenever the date of the... I think it was January 4th, I can't remember. Because I wasn't going to bring this up, but when you mentioned Toriyama made the character design for Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
So, they all look like Dragon Ball, like, people.
Yeah.
They have, like, the same features and stuff. But, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. So I'm excited. So last night that excited me a lot. I actually never responded to Joe. Joe texted me this morning. He goes, "What's the Smash rumor?" And I just never responded. Because I checked the message when I was in bed. I think he texted me super early. I texted the message when I was in bed, and then like went back to sleep, and then never responded back. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this week's episode, Mike.
All right.
It's almost Christmas time. It's almost holiday time. Just I need January to get here. I need to have a day to just not have to be all over the place. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
But thank you to all the listeners out there who take the time each and every week to listen to us talk about video games and nerd culture and I don't know, cats and stuff.
And the cats in the cradle.
And we can post the episode now. Nah, we're fine. I'm not worried about it.
Little boy.
I'm gonna be worried about it now, but not really. But yeah, as always, you can find us on the internet at passthecontroller.io, on Twitter and on Instagram at passcontroller, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/passcontroller, where sometimes we record the episodes live. And I think going into 2019, this will be a more regular occurrence as far as us recording it live. We'll see. We do have some changes coming in 2019, but we'll wait until 2019 to tell you about those. But yeah, as always, you want to support us, support the show. The easiest thing to do, the cheapest thing to do by far, is to just share the podcast. Tell people about it. Share it on social media. Refer someone to it. Let them know about this show. leave a review on iTunes. Those are the easiest, most beneficial ways, actually, that you can help us grow what we're trying to do. And obviously, this gets paid for out of our pocket. So monetarily, you can help support us by going to our Patreon at patreon.com/passthecontroller, or you can buy something from our shop at passthecontroller.threadless.com or passthecontroller.io/shop. I actually don't know if it's shop or store. Regardless, if you go to our website, you can get there, and if you go to that passthecontroller.threadless.com, you can get there as well. So those are obviously the monetary ways to help us grow this thing. But yeah, the last thing that I want to end on is be nice to people.
That's what your last thing is?
Yeah, today on this
fucking
episode, I just want to fucking Mike. But yeah, I just want to be nice to people. A lot of fucking hate in this world. A lot of just negativity. And don't get me wrong, I'm Mr. Negative a lot of times, but just just be happy. Right, Mike?
No, shut up.
All right, fine. But thank you, really, for listening to this week's episode of the Pass Control Podcast, episode 121. Oh shit, that's our trap. Save.
I just signed up for fucking Jump.
You did? I might do the same thing, actually. I'm gonna read that shit in my bed.
The question is, where do I pop back in? I could start reading Boruto too. Oh, One Punch in Jump too? I forgot. This actually works out for me in some capacity.
What is it?
Well, even though I never do it, but
The stream's still on, just in case you were unaware. But
yeah,
the episode's over, but the stream's on.
Every once in a while I have to travel for work. I bring a whole bunch of shit with me, thinking I'm going to need it to kill time.
Trust me, I know.
Okay.
I get what you do. I don't know why you overpack your bags.
Well, it's not even packing my bag at those points. It's like sometimes I download things on my phone just to have on my phone.
Oh,
so for
okay,
instance,
okay.
I'll download certain manga volumes that I have and shit. So with this, sometimes my worry is that I'm gonna burn through a series too quickly.
Yeah.
So for instance, with that My Hero Academia volume that I had, I didn't like sitting around reading it because then I might finish it. But with this, now I can download issues of Shonen Jump weekly, which means I could read through one chapter of several series at once, as opposed to a bunch of chapters of one series. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I'm excited to have that's a super cheap entry to
$24.
Yeah. Can you do it by month, or you have to do 24?
I just subscribe. I think it's just it's monthly, but it just auto renews.
A very full collage of your faces. Death Bruiser says, read Promise to Neverland. That's my recommendation.
I've been hearing about it. I think I was watching a video about it.
I don't know if that came through on the stream, but Mike just said, fuck you, you don't know anime like I do. I'm like, geez, Mike.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm going to play around with some background choices here. You guys let me know how you feel about these. We're going to workshop some things here. We can pretend we're at the beach.
Did you pull that one up again?
Yeah, we're going to do this gag, Mike. We're going to pretend we're at the beach.
You laugh the way the dog in Duck Hunt laughs.
I do, actually. I actually do. I'm just fucking Stanley Whiplash. Does anything else laugh like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Mike is a fan of Sasuke. Mike is a Sasuke fan. Mike's a fucking...
I don't hate Sasuke. He's fine.
How do we feel about this background? How do we feel about this guy right here? Please use that. That's one vote for it, Mike.
Hey, whatever. I don't have to look at it. I don't care.
We can get wacky. We can get crazy sometimes. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy over here. What else can we use?
Why are you using a static image when you can get a video?
I know. I'm actually gonna, now that I've seen how this works, I'm gonna put together some things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I can do? Also, never let me make that noise again.
And you want to do ASMR, you fucking fuck.
Oh man, this is a fucking great background. Like, how can I? Where are we at here? Give me that beer. Give me that beer. What if I pulled the beer out of the green screen and it just was in my head?
I'd be like, Cedric Diggory, you wizard.
Oh, Cedric Diggory. I was so drunk in that picture and trying so hard to float. I mean, I was floating.
But it was an amazing amount of effort on your part.
That's actually not bad. Oh my. I fucking hate everything.
Make sure it's a good high quality image.
Well, we're gonna find out. Did that even save my desktop? It did not.
No, because it's dirty.
Oh, where did that just go? Oh, jeez, I didn't even see. See what it says behind it? It says the Weinstein Company. It's not real. It's clearly a fake image, but this is funny.
Oh, Harvey Weinstein. Oh, that image.
Yeah, I don't want to use that one. Use this one. There we go. That's the spirit. Let's see what else we got. Let's workshop some things here. So you already got cookies?
Yeah.
I mean, I want cookies. It's 10:40. It's kind of a...
10:40 is late 30, what it is. You know, if it weren't for the connotation of the image, it actually looks fine. It looks like we're actually there.
Oh man, this is so fucking stupid. It actually is super in that room. Now, just take your pants back. Stand up, spin around. Spread your cheeks a little bit.
Brenden, I want you to know, for 100% certainty, if you were the man running the casting couch, when the woman walked through the door, she would see you and turn right the fuck around. Like, she'd be like, I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
You're not wrong, though. I just hope that somebody, somewhere on the internet right now, just scrolls by this and goes, what the fuck are these two doing?
Yeah, they're like, ooh, news show, what are they talking about? Oh, it's pornography. Nope, it's pornography. Fix the fucking...
Man.
Oh, wait, that's just the stream, okay.
Yeah, see, OBS does that. I'm not sure why. I don't know why it does that.
Aspect ratios are off?
Well, I mean, I don't think you can affect this window. I'm assuming it's just set up as like that's the size of the window.
Maybe.
What else could we do though? What else would be fucking good, Mike?
I don't know. Yeah, that one.
Which one? Second one
down.
This one?
No, the other one.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Who's gonna get this though?
I don't fucking care.
It's pretty good. It looks good. That might be our new background. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh, it's still up too.
It is still up. Yikes. Let me see. Let's edit this. Let's bring in this guy. Probably too big.
That's what she said.
Oh, there's a fucking timestamp.
Well, then don't get that corner in there.
But then you're not gonna get the trees. No one's gonna know where we are.
shrink it down a little more, and then, you know, keep that corner up in there.
I don't hate this actually. You could just make a white background with logos and socials and sponsors.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, that's too logical. I don't hate this. This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Use a Bob Ross painting. This is a Bob Ross painting. This is Lonely Alien Meadows is what it's called. It's a happy tree in the background.
What do you want from me?
I don't fucking know, Mike. I'm surprised fucking Colin isn't in here saying like, oh shit, look at this. Look at this fucking weeb shit.
Oh yeah, we should go to fucking village hidden in the fucking winds. Leaf. Hidden Leaf Village. You probably need to say deck or something.
Probably cock. Good.
Well, this interview's over. Do you want Disney coming down on you?
I don't know what the legal, like, can I put anything as a background? Like, is there like, can we not put like property we don't technically have the rights to?
Which is all properties.
Yeah, we can get some rights. Am I right? Look at it there. Oh shit, like we can put it so we're sitting in the chairs. It's kind of cool.
Okay, kid in the candy store.
Fuck. Hold on, get a little bigger. There we go. We did it, Mike.
I actually already forget what the original picture was. What were we actually using?
For the podcast, it was a Smash mural.
Okay. I forgot.
This would have been fucking way cooler.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually dope. Like, we're on the Millennium Falcon right now.
I feel like your face is still. I feel like you're like exceptionally white on screen.
You know what they say, Mike? The camera puts a lot of whiteness on.
Okay.
It's just because we're in this exposed light like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a very pale person.
I should have known. Should have known, you fucking pale piece of shit.
I still have to go look at the stream real quick. At what? At the stream? Like, what other stream would I be referencing?
I don't know.
Don't you dare. Oh, Todd, it might sound echoey because we're actually recording this from the Millennium Falcon. No one else on here right now, so it's just, you know. Let's go to the back room. We'll have better acoustics in there. Let me take you guys to the back room real quick. How's that better, Todd? Is that better? Todd. Todd, you still here?
Todd's out.
I just want to hear the audio. This is a test. 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 Wait, has it been that echo the entire time and no one has told us?
They were too enamored by the background.
That's so stupid. Yes, begins us, Todd.
Mm-hmm. There's always been two people.
Oh, man. I love it. Yeah, but we're trying to put on a quality show here. Oh, fuck.
But we should try harder.
Hey, yo. I know what we need right now. I know what we need. Let me find this photo here. Told you buy Beat Saber yet or what?
We're playing Beat Saber. Yeah. So we can always be there.
Yo, stop using my headset. Todd, are you still here? This gag becomes significantly less funny if you're not here, Todd. I need you to be here for this one. Oh, this is even better. Yes, this is even better. Oh. Todd, are you still here? Todd, we need you.
I need you. Boom, 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 boom.
Todd, you still here or what?
It's like the moon in Legend of Zelda.
It's so good. It's so good. This is the best. This is the new background. This is the new background. I love it. I love it. This is great. Bro, grab me a Pliny. That's a beer Mike.
Oh.
You rubbing his tum-tum? What are you rubbing there?
Yeah, I'm rubbing his tum-tum.
Like, are we fucking children? What are we doing?
This is the episode that started with Brenden buying children gifts and making it weird, and ending it by saying, "Are we fucking children?"
Todd, we could definitely do this for Game of the Year. Everyone's gonna be here next week. Everyone is gonna be here next week.
Everyone is here.
Everyone is here. Todd, stop looking at me like that. want to see this. This gorgeous green eyes.
Now we can.
Nom 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 nom. Oh, Mikey's so delicious.
No.
Mikey's so
No.
delicious.
No. Why?
Yum 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 yum.
No.
Oh my god.
What a poor use of other people's time.
Oh my god. This is so great.
This is so great. I am so smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
I need to find better pictures. Hey Jen. Come here.
I'm not gonna come over here because I'm. Brendan, don't make fun of Jen like that. That's very inappropriate. I'm Jen. Wow, Brendan. So mean.
Look at that noise.
Ghosts.
Hands down the best stream we've ever done.
Now you look like death.
Come look at the fun we're having now.
Can I help you?
Come look at the fun we're having now.
I can't.
You'll have to twist the camera. I mean, twist the laptop the other way so the cables and I don't know.
This was a cat poop in here.
That's mostly me.
Does it smell bad?
But I like living cat feces, so like I wouldn't know.
Is that Todd?
Yeah.
Is it delayed? What's happening? Are you just watching yourselves?
This is how we get off.
I mean, it's live right now. This part is a slight delay.
Gotcha.
See, like when I go like this, blah, 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 blah. You're gonna see it in a second.
That's great.
See when I go like this, blah, 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 blah.
Slight delay. Like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
No, not 2 minutes, like 20 seconds.
Anyway, this is how we occupy our time now.
See that?
What should our background be? Should it be Todd's big eyes?
Sure. It should be Todd's baby picture.
I didn't have it like readily available.
You just superimpose the Santa hat on it.
I mean, I could just edit it in Santa hat.
Bingo.
I could just edit it in Santa hats on us right now, like. Should we be super festive?
No.
Okay.
'Cause I don't celebrate Christmas. I do celebrate Christmas. Not this year. But
Alright, bye.
I'm a big fan of this picture. Oh boy.
Shoot it over, Mike. Let's.
I'm gonna show you the picture first, because you're not gonna want to use the picture.
Is it a picture of me?
Oh, it sure is.
Let's use it.
Shit. Where do I have it? Fuck. Hopefully it shows. Actually, no. It's probably gonna show up in here.
Cause like, if we're trying to go that road, if we're trying to embarrass me, I'm game. Let's do it.
Not that one. Not that one. I mean, this is a good one. It's not the one I was looking for, but this is a good one.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for that picture the other day. Oh, Mike, this is like this.
It's not this picture, but it's also good.
That is a good one too. This right here, Mike. So this picture, this might be like a fun game to play with the stream. Like, hey, what is this a picture of right now?
It's not this picture.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But the question is, what are we looking at right now?
Sand, clearly. It's not this picture.
That's a fucking fantastic picture.
Or this one. Okay, so it's not in here, so it must be... I'm logged into this still.
I'm sorry if my man boobs are in this picture. I can't remember.
Oh god. Ugh.
How are we feeling about this?
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, I think I know what this picture is. I should delete all of these pictures, that's for sure.
Are they pictures of me?
No.
Oh, shit. I don't know whose car that is, but...
That's the wrong song, but
Yeah.
it's still a good song. Unless maybe it's him.
Is Rick Sanchez just a Super Saiyan version of himself?
These are the questions that keep you up at night, huh?
Yes. Well, yes, they are.
I know I saw this picture recently, too.
Oh shit, I forgot. I got a PSVR game from a developer, and I still haven't fucking had a chance to play it.
I know, maybe if I look up.
This looks weird on the screen because it's green.
Not same color green.
It kind of disappears though, look. See?
Ooh, exciting.
Is it a kid or a squid, Mike?
Where
Yeah, look at that. It's like...
Ooh, that's cool.
This is green nearby. We can set it to other colors, but obviously this is a green screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. His like tunic is black.
Mm.
Alright. Should probably wrap things up here.
Yeah, probably. Still don't look for this fucking picture though.
So what I'm wondering is, could we essentially...
Wait. No.
Could we set it up so that probably can't do it through OBS, but we can probably do it through. I know Chroma Key works on Elgato as well, so we can probably have it set up so that this is behind us and the game is behind us.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I want to check actually before we wrap things up? I want to see if this works. Let's add a media source. Okay. And do a loop. Loop diddy scoop. And throw this on. Open.
Round one. Fight!
So I could just make something to run on a loop.
Mm-hmm.
That's a moving graphic behind us. Interesting. Okay. I could definitely make that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's it for this stream tonight. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Merry holidays and all that jazz. And look for this episode to go up tomorrow.